For a long time, I've done CR Fire Pro. CR Fire Pro, the CR part is comparative reasoning. Fire Pro is just a subsidiary of what I do. Comparative reasoning is my primary channel, and it's a good channel. You know, you can check it out if you ever like to, if you ever want to find it. I'm not going to put in the description below. Just you just put in comparative reasoning and look for the neon turquoise and amethyst colored C and R. I'm the only one out there that looks like that. It's my logo, my brand. That's my thing. But I want to talk about electronic federations, Fire Pro Wrestling World. And the title of this, basically, don't be selfish. It'll be something thereof. If you can see the screen, you can see a lot of these, marquees that I've made, and they're, fading in and out, advertising other people. The problem is when it comes to efeds and Discord and things like that, the primary issue is selfishness. And it's toxic. It's painful, to me anyway. Most just kind of act like it don't bother them, or they just say, it is what it is, just move on with it. I get that to an extent. The problem is that breeds a further toxicity of the situation. Now, most won't even see this. They'll just shake their head at it. You know, when you shake your head, it's side to side. When you nod your head, it's up and down. Just saying. Here's the thing. On the Discord servers, there's the problem with people is they are, watch my show. Did you see my show? Watch my show. I'm not going to advertise anyone else's show. I'm not going to talk about somebody else's show. Just my show, my show. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? You yourself can put out 4 or 5 shows, and they won't even look your way. But then they want you to watch their show. I will post my show on your server, but I won't watch your show. And if I do watch your show, if I have any thoughts during the show, I will not leave a comment. There's nothing wrong with pausing the video, leave your comment. You can even timestamp it and keep going. That's what I try to do when I'm watching. If something strikes me, I will definitely leave a comment. I will pause it. I may timestamp it. Usually I try to, just so they can have an understanding of where I was and what it looked like, and talk about the moment there was and what I thought of it. There's a good way to watch all these things, but the worst way is I make my video, I want everyone to watch it, but I'm not going to watch anyone's. That's selfish, arrogant, and narcissistic. And that's not judging you or anyone overall. That is the observation. That's not judging all of you. That's judging that part of you. That's what that is. I watch, honestly, everything you see up here, I watch. I bought, Bobby Ray's mug to show my support for a wrestler. I'm also doing my best to promote that. I put it up there and I'll speak it. And now I'm going to start putting in my videos at better junctures. I did a test run for a tournament that I held just last week. And and I'm like, I think it works better this way. Again, I'm trying to make my shows shorter since I'm having more matches. Others have shows of an hour and a half, or 2 hours. When it comes to Fire Pro, I can hang with that because of the variation. I'm not going to get into how people run their federations. That's not my goal. I'm not going to get into how people make up their edits or their wrestlers. That's not my goal. My goal is stop being selfish. It only hurts the community, because while you want everyone to see your stuff, and I'm not saying no one should see your stuff, I'm saying advertise other people so others can know about them. You should watch their shows. You don't make any time to watch anyone's shows, but you want everyone to make the time to watch your show. That is unfair. That is unjust. That is selfish, and that in of itself is toxic. That's not right. And I already know for a great deal that people are going to just not like what I'm saying. They know it's going to hit them. It's going to hit them hard. And I'm going to pretty much be a pariah. On my server, no one, they would post their shows, but they kind of wouldn't watch my shows. If they watched my shows, I don't know if they do. Are they watch? Is it like 1 or 2 people watching my shows in part? And so I get the 6 and 11 tops views. My goal isn't to get maximum views. My goal initially was just to be a part of something. My goal was to honestly get people to, yes, watch my show, build a small community, and chill. Ultimately, yeah, maybe make some merchandise, do some other things like that, and see others that make their stuff. And then I get to be a part of that. I build the money and buy their stuff if they make stuff. That's my goal. I'm not trying to, hurt anyone. I'm not trying to downplay anyone. When it comes to doing all of this, when it comes to making up your edit, or making up your wrestler, or creating your own federation, here's my line. You're not doing it wrong. You're just doing it different. That's it. And I've evolved a lot since the last time I did anything about a Fire Pro commentary. I've evolved a lot because it was culture shock for me. Now, I'm doing this, and I know people is going to rub them the wrong way, as I said earlier. But I want you to hear me and just understand, okay? I'm not casting judgment. I'm letting you know what the problem is. And communities could be a lot better if people just weren't so selfish. I mean, seriously. So there is a leader in the community that I'm in. There's a leader. He knows who he is, and he'll keep denying it. Everyone goes to this person's Discord. They don't necessarily go to anyone else's. And there's a reason for that. Because you go to his Discord, you're going to get seen. You're going to get views. There are lots of topics. There's lots of LOLs and whatnot. But if you don't post there, you might as well not post at all. And for that, I can't get down with that because I don't like my eggs in one basket. I don't want to rely on somebody else's server to get me any views or noticed by any means necessary. I would like for people to see my show, and if they like my show, chat with me on Discord, whether it be text or voice. Leave comments on my shows. Have fun. Let me know about your show. Post your show on my server. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're up to. If you need your own area on my Discord, let me know. I'm not going to read minds. I can't do that. I'd like it to be interactive. But the problem is, the other part is, if you don't put their edit or their wrestler on your show, then they don't want to give you that time. And then even if you do, after a while, if you don't make them the greatest person on your show, then they don't want to give you their time. They become almost anti-you. And that's just toxic and it's nasty. It needs to end. It's not necessary. I got a few wrestlers that are not made by me on my show. I don't necessarily want to advertise them that way. I did when they were introduced because they have agents, and that's what they're agented by or they're trained by or something. And then that's it. I advertise everyone that I watch, or if I don't watch, know of. And I'll be updating this list by about 3 or 4 by the time Monday rolls around. That's my joke one right there, get the official shoe of CR Fire Pro. That's my joke one. You've seen it a few times already. I understand for some people this isn't serious. I get that. But sometimes you got to be respectful. You don't take it serious, or you do take it serious, that's individual. Do as you need. But at least be respectful. Respect others the way you want to be respected. All right? Use some sympathy and some empathy. Please do. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to let this run too much longer. This has been Cedric Kennedy, host of CR Fire Pro Road. At Small Moments, Year of the Beast, something coming down the pipe, and CR commentaries. Thank you for listening. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel. You can tell me here or on Discord or something. Private message me is fine. But I wish this would stop. That's all. I really do wish this would stop and people would just be better. And you can be. It's your individual choice to be better. Thank you for listening.